With all of the craziness happening in the world right now, all of the sadness, all of us being stuck in our apartments, what better time to talk about love? I wasn't gonna make a video about this, but I thought, you know what? Why not? This is something so lovely to talk about. We're all so happy when people find their one true love, and I'm of course talking about Demi-Leigh Peters, Miss Universe 2017, marrying Tim Tebow, former NFL player. Was he a quarterback? Yeah. Okay. Former NFL quarterback Tim Tebow. Some of you might think that the name Tim Tebow is a familiar name, and that is because Tim Tebow was formerly linked to Olivia Culpo, Miss Universe 2012. I don't know how long they dated, how long they went out for, whatever you want to say. I think it was maybe a few months based on the little bit of research that I've done, but that didn't really last because their values did not align from what I've read. I obviously don't know them personally, but Tim Tebow met Demi-Leigh and it was true love. Some of you might also have noticed that Demi-Leigh doesn't have Miss Universe or former Miss Universe or Miss Universe 2017 in her Instagram bio anymore. And this doesn't really bother me, but I know a lot of people were bothered by it because when she did it, people notice these kinds of things, and I saw it posted on different Miss Universe fan pages that why doesn't she have Miss Universe in her bio anymore? And you know, how dare she take this out of her bio? It's part of who she is, it's part of, you know, what makes her her. I'm sure that's how she met Tim and had some of the opportunities that she had, so why would she take it out of her bio? You might also notice that Olivia Culpo has nothing about being Miss Universe in her bio, and both of them are actresses. I mean, Demi-Leigh is new to the actress scene. I know that she's in some movie, I don't know what it is coming up, but I have heard that those who want to make it in the acting world tend to take any kind of pageant history out of their background. So I don't know if that's why she took it out. I'm not 100% sure, but I also heard a rumor when we were in Atlanta that Demi-Leigh wasn't actually invited to the final night of Miss Universe. Now, if you watched some of my videos from when we were in Atlanta, you know that we actually ran into Demi-Leigh when we were in Atlanta. She was coming out of a hair salon and she was wearing jeans and looked very casual, and this was about 45 minutes, an hour before the prelims. So I was surprised, but not surprised to see her, because I obviously thought, oh, she must be here from Miss Universe, and I gave her a hug. She met Leighton, and then I asked her if she was going to be at the prelims, which she didn't appear to be dressed for the prelims because she was wearing jeans, very casual, didn't really have like hair, makeup done kind of thing. Obviously she looked beautiful, but wasn't like glammed up. And I asked her if she was going to prelims, if she was going to the festivities over the weekend, and she said that no, she wasn't attending anything like Miss Universe related, which I thought was kind of strange, just because of course she was Miss Universe 2017. She was in Atlanta, but apparently she was there for something for Tim, so I don't really know. Anyway, I don't know what really went on behind the scenes. Obviously she was actually at Miss Universe, like the final night when Zosie was crowned, so that would have been pretty disappointing for Demi-Leigh to not have been there at all. Never mind that she was actually in Atlanta, and to not be there would suck. Anyways, back to the wedding. So people.com says that the couples exchanged vows in an intimate sunset ceremony in South Africa. A lot of you probably know some of this already, but I thought it would be fun to highlight for those who maybe didn't see anything about it. The wedding was held at Le Paris Estate in Cape Town, South Africa. It was about a 30-minute ceremony, 260 guests, and one thing that I just thought was super funny, I shared this with Leighton and Brennan, was that one thing that had to be included, this is according to people.com, was a groom's cake. Yes, a groom's cake, not just like a wedding cake, a groom's cake that was keto friendly, and they chose a cheesecake so that way Tim could stick to his diet. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that finds this funny, and I'm not trying to make fun of anyone who's like on the keto diet, doing the keto diet, who has a strict diet. I just thought it was somewhat humorous because of all days to not worry about a diet or being on a diet or restricting yourself, you know, for whatever reason it might be, is your wedding day, you know what I mean? And like really the bride and groom end up probably eating hardly anything anyways because you're so busy visiting with people, taking pictures, and like you might only eat one bite of the cake. And it was, anyway, I thought it was just kind of a funny fact. That's according to people.com. I mean, good for him. He's got discipline. Like, you know, I think all the power to him. Now, most people want to know, what was Demi wearing? Who designed her gown? So she was wearing a custom designed gown from David's Bridal. Apparently she tried on over 50 dresses, and she had a clear image of what she wanted. She'd been dreaming of this day since she was 3 years old. She wanted something that was kind of like royal family vibe, royal family-esque, and she also apparently was keeping in mind what Tim would like to see in a wedding dress. All of these facts I'm getting from people.com. For the ceremony, she wore a clean, sleek, elegant gown. It was off the shoulder, fit and flare, very traditional and timeless, which is what the theme of the wedding was. And then of course she wore a different dress for like the festivities, the dancing, all of that. If you've seen pictures, I'm sure you already know this one was more sparkly and, in her words, modern, sensual, and fun. And that one was crystal embellished, had a V neckline, and I think she wore the same jewelry. I can't remember. The diamond and pearl earrings, at least that she wore for the ceremony, were by Rewinkel. We can't talk about the wedding. We can't talk about them being married. We can't talk about Demi being a bride and now a married woman without talking about her ring. I'm not even asked if you guys have seen that ring because I feel like you can't have not seen that ring. You cannot miss that ring. It is 7.25 carats. That is insane. That is crazy. Like, this is like 1 point something carats, which, you know, that's a decent size. You know, I think it's decent. 7.25 carat ring. That what? So it's a 7.25 carat solitaire ring. He proposed at the family's farm outside of Jacksonville, Florida. Now this ring, we don't know the exact dollar amount, but you can put an estimate that it's anywhere from $600,000 to $850,000 US. That's leaning towards $1 million US for the engagement ring. That is, I mean, if you can get it, that is amazing, good for you. But I will say I would be terrified wearing a ring at that value, no matter where I was in the world. And I actually noticed that when Demi was in doing some of her events, she wasn't wearing the ring. Like, this is before they were married. She was wearing like a band. So I don't know if that was because the ring was getting sized, or maybe she just didn't want to travel wearing the ring, which I completely do not blame her for not wanting to. If that was the case, she could have just been getting it sized. But I did notice that they got engaged and then she wore it sometimes in her photos, other times she was wearing like a band. So I don't know what the reason was, but I did notice that. So here are some other fun facts from their wedding. Dancing with somebody. From what I have seen from the photos, the videos, the wedding looked absolutely beautiful, romantic, fun. I do know some people who were there. One of the chaperones that I had at Miss Universe, she was there, so I saw some of her photos, and people were very good for not like leaking photos or whatever you want to say before people.com shared all them, and people had like the exclusive rights or exclusive photos, or I don't know how all that works. It was just absolutely beautiful. I thought it was just so, it seems so effortless. Obviously there's so much behind the scenes, but it just looked just so beautiful, so stunning. I don't really want to delve too much into the really specific details because I just don't really think it's necessary unless you guys want me to do a video talking about the different weddings of former Miss Universes. But I just wanted to touch on some of the things that I thought were really beautiful, like her dresses, the ceremony. I thought they just look so sweet together. They look like an amazing couple. I'm sure they're going to do some amazing things together, and of course they went on a fabulous honeymoon. I saw some of the photos, it looked incredible. So I, and I'm sure all of you, wish them nothing but the best. I'm just excited to see what comes from them. Do you believe in true love? Leighton doesn't believe in true love yet. One day his moment will come. Okay, I think that's it. As always, if you guys want to see more from me, from Leighton, from Lily, then please hit subscribe if you want to, and we will see you guys in the next video, and we hope you are all staying safe and healthy and staying inside.